I welcome you for the biology class. In yesterday's class, we discussed about microorganism, type of microorganism, shape and structure of bacteria. In today's class, we are going to see about fungi. Fungi. They cannot prepare their own food, so they must live as a parasite. They cannot prepare their own food. Why? Because it do not have chlorophyll and they are not in green color. So because of the absence of chlorophyll, they cannot prepare their own food. So they must live as a parasite. Parasite means one organism depend on another organism. Parasite means one organism depend on another organism. Fungi has eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell means which has true nucleus but don't have cell wall. Hyphae. See the first picture. They are thread-like filaments which helps to get into another organism. It should depend on another organism. Why? Because it cannot prepare its own food, no? So it must be depend on another organism to grow. Spore. Spore are helpful in reproduction. Spore are helpful in reproduction. These are sexual or asexual reproduction. Sexual means the reproduction takes place by a two parent. Asexual reproduction means the reproduction takes place by a single parent. Sexual reproduction means the reproduction takes place by a two parent. Asexual reproduction means the reproduction takes place by a single parent. See the second picture, algae. They are green in color, no? So algae has chlorophyll and it has the ability to prepare its own food. It has the ability to prepare its own food. Example for algae is Chlamydomonas. Protozoa. It is a unicellular or multicellular organism. Unicellular means an organism made up of only one cell. Multicellular means an organism made up of more than one cell. Some of the protozoa are independent and some of them are dependent. Dependent means parasite. Parasite means one organism depend on another organism. Okay. So when it is depend on others, it may cause diseases to others. When it is depend on others, it may cause diseases. Amoeba. Amoeba is a unicellular organism, which means single cell, and the respiration, reproduction, digestion, everything takes place by a single cell. Hence it is called unicellular organism. Here see the pictures. The pseudopodia is given. No, pseudopodia is nothing but a false feet. It helpful in movement. Okay, it's a false feet and helpful in movement. And the dotted is mentioned for cytoplasm, and center that green color structure is called nucleus. So nucleus is nothing but it is a very important in any organism. Amoeba don't have a proper shape. It can change its shape and also it can change its position by using the pseudopodia. Virus. These are the smallest microorganisms which cannot be seen by our eyes, but we may able to see by using the microscope. A complete structure of virus is called virion. A complete structure of virus is called virion. See the picture now. Virus consists of nucleus. In the picture center they mention core, no? So that is called nucleus. It is very important part of any organism. To protect nucleus, capsid is present. To protect nucleus, capsid is present. Capsid is made up of capsomere. Capsid is made up of capsomere. Why the capsid and capsomere is given? Because it need to protect the nucleus, because nucleus only is the head of the body. So it must be protect the nucleus. So around the nucleus capsid is there. Around the capsid capsomere is there. Understood now? Will they reproduce? Yes, they will reproduce only inside the host cell. Host cell means dependent cell. Dependent cell means, for an example, virus present in our body means, okay, virus present in our body means our body is called host cell. Understood now? Our body is called host cell, but they do not show any reaction outside. They simply stay as non-living thing. When it is comes inside the body or inside the host cell, it will reproduce. Okay, so the next generation or the next organism will form. Suppose if it is outside now, it will stay simply as a non-living thing. Understood? When it is comes inside or when it is getting any host cell, it will reproduce. If it do not have any host cell means it will stay like a non-living things. Now microbes can be survive in all kind of temperature from high state to extreme hot. Here we can divide microbes into two types by their effects: useful microbes and harmful microbes. Useful microbes. It decomposes organic waste. Decompose means what? Break down the larger substances into smaller substances. It is used in preparation of medicine, wine, and it increases the soil fertility by nitrogen fixation. So about this nitrogen fixation and nitrification we'll discuss in the next class. Okay. And soil fertility means to make the soil better for plant grow. Understood? So it increases the soil fertility by fixing nitrogen. Fixing nitrogen is nothing but nitrogen fixation. About this we'll discuss in the next class. It is used in the preparation of cheese, curd, pickles and idli flour. So these are the useful microbes. Microorganisms are useful to us by these ways. Understood? So in this preparation, the work of microbes is it make the preparation double. Example, your idli flour. Okay. So preparation double and it won't allow to spoil for longer time. It won't allow to spoil for long time. Then we are going to discuss about harmful microorganisms. It causes diseases in plants, human and animals. It causes diseases, plant, human and animals. Okay. Some harmful microbes are spoiling the food. Okay, some harmful microbes are spoiling the food. Even you can see the in dal sambar, no, if it is 2 days later means you can able to see that white color structure, no, so that is called harmful microbes. Okay, it is spoiling the food and also it leads to the food poisoning. It lead to the food poisoning. Next, yeast. Yeast is used in a baking industry. Example, bread and cakes. Okay, yeast is used in the baking industry. Example, bread and cake. It will activate when in milk and water. When it will activate, when the yeast will activate, when it is in milk and water. It will eat milk and water, then only it will grow. So while it respire, okay, while it respire, it produces carbon dioxide. The work of yeast is it will increase the volume of the product. It will increase the volume of the product. See the picture. Yeast is available in the shops. The first picture is yeast. The second picture is only half of the, before the flour preparation, only half of the flour are there. But after, when it is adding yeast, after 2 hours, it became double. Okay. This is the function of yeast. Antibiotics. Antibiotics are medicines that kill disease-causing microbes. If we inject antibiotics externally, it helps our immune system to fight against with disease-causing microbes, which cure a disease in human, control the plant disease, cure microbial infection in animals. These are the useful for antibiotics. Now this is a session for recap. In today's class, we discussed about fungi. Fungi means what? It is a non-green plants. Okay, it do not have a chlorophyll, so it must be depend on another. Protozoa. Protozoa means it is a unicellular or multicellular organism. Virus. Yes, nucleus is very important, and these are the smallest microorganisms, and nucleus is important. So around the nucleus, capsid is present. Around the capsid, capsomere is present in order to prevent nucleus. Useful and harmful microorganism. So useful microorganisms are decompose organic waste, helpful in soil fertility, preparation of medicine, wine, curd, pickles. Okay, these are the useful microorganisms. Harmful microorganism means it causes diseases in plant, human and animals, and it lead to food poisoning also. Antibiotics. Antibiotic means is a externally medicine given to the plant or animals to cure microbial diseases. I hope you understood this class well. Thank you, children. This is the time for book reading. How are viruses different from other microbes? Viruses are microscopic organisms, but they are different from other microbes. because they reproduce only inside the cells of the host organism. Host means the dependent cell, which can be a plant, animal, or a bacterium. Here, different types of viruses are given: HIV, hepatitis, Ebola virus, adenovirus, influenza, bacteriophage. And the viruses are much smaller than bacteria and come in a wide variety of shapes and sizes. A complete virus particle is known as virion. Virion consists of a nucleic acid surrounded by capsid. Capsid is a protective coat made of protein. The subunits of this protein called capsomeres. Viruses can be seen only by an electronic microscope as they are small in size or ultra microscopic in size. Outside the body of a living organism, they do not show any reaction and hence can be crystallized and stored like non-living things. Where do microorganisms live? Microbes can survive in all kinds of environments, from icy cold climate to hot springs and desert to marshy lands. Some live independently while others live as parasite. Parasite means an organism depend on another organism inside the body of other organisms. Microorganisms and us. Some microorganisms are beneficial to us while others are harmful and cause diseases. Uses of microorganisms: preparation of curd, bread, and cake, production of alcohol, wine, and acetic acid, preparation of medicine and vaccine, cleaning up the environment, increasing soil fertility. Harmful effects of microorganisms: causes diseases in plants, animals, and human beings, spoil food, and causes food poisoning. How are bacteria useful to us? Bacteria are helpful because it decomposes organic waste such as vegetable peels, animal remains, and fecus, etc. Fecus means the wastage. It is used in the preparation of medicines. It increases soil fertility by fixing nitrogen. It is used in the setting of curd and making cheese, pickles, and other food items. How is yeast useful to us? Yeast is used in the baking industry to make bread, pastries, and cakes because it helps in fermentation. It reproduces rapidly and produces carbon dioxide during respiration. Bubbles of the carbon dioxide gas it produces fill the spaces in the duff. Duff means that flour and increases its volume. It is also used in the commercial production of alcohol and wine, which is done by growing yeast or natural sugars present in fruit juices and grains like rice, wheat, and barley. Antibiotics. What are antibiotics? What are their uses? Antibiotics are medicines that can kill or stop the growth of disease causing microbes. For example, penicillin. Antibodies are used to who discovered penicillin and when? Alexander Fleming in 1929. Cure a variety of diseases such as streptomycin, erythromycin, and tetracycline that are made from bacteria and fungi. Cure microbial infection in animals by mixing antibiotics with the feed of livestock and poultry and control several plant diseases. Worksheet explanation: Microorganisms, friend and foe. Worksheet 2. Here, the first question: green plants produce their own food is called autotroph, heterotroph, saprophyte, or none of these. Protozoans are multicellular, unicellular, prokaryotic, and eukaryotic. A complete virus particle is known as RNA, DNA, virion, virus. Which of the following helps in making curd from milk? Lactobacillus, Plasmodium, yeast, and Salmonella. Which of the following microbes have a high vitamin content? Bacteria, yeast, algae, protozoa. Match the following. Penicillin. To stop the growth of disease-causing microbes. Antibiotic. Alexander Fleming. Microscope. Bread production. Unicellular organism. Yeast. Protozoa. Microorganism. Based on our class, you have to match the correct answer. And home test question. Draw the structure of paramecium and label its parts. How are microorganisms useful to us? So this is your homework part. So complete it and submit to your class teacher. Thank you, children.